Determine the measure of an angle using properties of polygons. Now, first I want to just recall polygons are shapes that have more than two sides. So we're talking about triangles, rectangles, pentagons, hexagons, all of those types of things. Those are all types of polygons. Okay, so things we need to know before we jump into the questions. The sum of interior angles, we're going to call that S. Okay, so the sum of interior angles, that's adding them all together, is n minus 2 times 180, where n equals the number of sides. So if we have a triangle, then n would be 3. If we had a square, then n would be 4, okay? And that would then give us the sum of all of the interior angles. When I say that, right, talking about a triangle, these three angles, those are the interior angles, right? So 3 minus 2 times 180, so 1 times 180. The sum of these three angles in a triangle are 180. That's what we're talking about there. Okay, the other one is a regular polygon. Regular means all sides and angles are the same. So all those sides are going to have the same length. All of the angles have the same measurement. With that, we know that an interior angle, so let's just one interior angle can be found by taking the sum of all of the angles divided by the number of sides, because the number of sides will be the same as the number of angles. So if I know the sum of all angles and divide by how many angles there are, that would be the measurement of one angle in a regular polygon, because they all have to be the same. All right, let's play. An octagon has 7 interior angles that add to 1,000 degrees. What is the measure of the 8th angle? Okay, let's think about this. So we have an octagon. Octagon means 8 sides. So that means n is 8. So what does that tell us? Well, we can find the sum of the angles by taking n minus 2 times 180. So let's start there and see what that gives us. Okay, so n is 8. So 8 minus 2 times 180. Well, 8 minus 2 is 6. 6 times 180 is 1,080. So all 8 angles will add up to 1,080. Dun, da, da, da. I think we figured it out. So if 7 angles equal 1,000 and 8 angles equal 1,080, then the 8th angle is 1,080 minus 1,000, which is 80 degrees. That is the last one, the one that we're missing. All right, so sometimes you have to just kind of see what you're given and let that lead you to the next piece. Now, what is the measure of each interior angle of a regular hexagon? Ooh, okay, well, hexagon. What do you know about a hexagon? Well, hexagon means there are 6 sides. So, n is 6. Great. What can I do when I know n is 6? Well, again, we know that the sum of all of the angles is n minus 2 times 180. So if I plug that in, 6 minus 2 times 180. 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 times 180 is 720 degrees. That is the sum of all of the angles. If I only want one, so the interior angle, I would take the sum of all of them and divide by the number of sides. Remember that from the first or the second slide, we had the sum of all of them divided by the number of sides, because the number of sides is also the number of interior angles. So 720 divided by 6 gives me a single angle of 120 degrees. So in a regular hexagon, each interior angle will have a measurement of 120 degrees.